Buckle up, you're in for a ride. I'm going to teach you how to replace the veneer on top of an old dresser. First, you are going to want to figure out what type of wood this is. This is mahogany. Usually redwoods are mahogany. Next, I grabbed my heat gun to warm up the veneer. It loosens up the glue, and then I used my 5-in-1 tool to chip it away. It was going a little slow, so I got out my chisel, and this was working so much better. I heated up the rest of it, and we were in business. I got the rest of the veneer off, cleaned it up, and then I sanded the top to make it smooth. After I did that, I did Bondo the cracks where the veneer was cracking before. So this will prevent cracks from the new veneer in the future. After you Bondo, you do want to sand that smooth again as well. And then we're basically ready to add the veneer. So I ordered it. It's 50 bucks, but it's worth it. So there's that. I did have peel and stick. This is going to be a lot easier than not peel and stick. If you don't have peel and stick, you'll want to do a spray adhesive. The green can from Lowe's or Home Depot work great. I did cut the veneer. I used a putty knife to smooth it out as I pulled the tape back. Go ahead and use your little razor blade. I'll have a link to all of these items below. You can comment veneer and I'll give you a little link. So the trimmer only works on 45-degree angles. This angle was too shallow for me to use my trimmer, so I had to use my razor blade and ruler. This part was definitely challenging. I had to go by hand and just pray that I did it right, and I did. I used my sander. I didn't trim it exact because I knew that my sander could smooth it out, and then I trimmed what I needed to, used my sander to smooth all of those edges, and the veneer was applied. I sanded the top a little bit more, then it was time to stain it, so I used some wood conditioner pre-stain. I am going with a water base. The pre-stain will make some of the grain pop and make it feel a little rough, so I went with a 320 grit and smoothed out the wood before I applied my stain. And you can see the difference between the smooth grain and the rough. So go ahead and just do a very light wax on, wax off stain. I did go with a water-based red mahogany, but I wanted to dilute it since this already was mahogany. I just wanted it a little bit darker, so I went with a 50-50 ratio. I am using a paint edger. This is the best way to apply a water-based stain to make sure you saturate the entire thing at the same time. Go ahead and wipe it off after about a minute in the direction of the grain. After it is dry, I apply a wipe-on warm satin polyurethane. Do 3 coats of that, and then here is the before. Are you ready for the after? If you want to see the full dresser reveal, go ahead and hit that follow button and save this for later.